Hey everyone, I'm Peter, and I'm here to talk about our digital timer, particular mode 9, which is the machine runtime. So let me show you, kind of demonstrate it with the logic chart here, and I'll kind of explain everything. So mode 9 actually has two different ways you can run it, but we're going to deal with the simpler one first. Everything here on the left is the inputs and outputs, and we're calling power one of the inputs here. So right now this unit is powered, so now we're going to go to we're going to experiment with the machine switch setting, and we're going to interrupt it. We're going to turn it on then off. So right now the machine switch is these gray wires. I have it, and right now it's open obviously, and then we're going to close it and open it. On the circuit board, machine switch is marked MSW on the upper left. So here on the logic chart, you can see right now the machine switch is open and nothing happens. It's in a rest state. So I'm going to close them, and then what we expect to happen is that the LED comes on, the front panel LED right here, and then the buzzer will chirp, and then it will start counting down. So let's see how that works. So I'm going to hold them closed. There's the chirp. Buzzer starts counting down just as we predicted. So this is used to log the hours on a machine, and so if there's a switch, like a key switch on the ignition, for example, of a vehicle, and it's broken, then you get another chirp and the timing stops. You can see it's paused there. So what we just did is here, we have an interruption. It holds the last time in memory, and you heard the chirp, LED goes off. So what we're going to do is do another close the switch again, and it'll accumulate more time, and it'll keep doing that for as long as we open and close the switch. Now what I'm going to do is take it past the end of the countdown cycle. Actually, before I do that, let me just demonstrate this button here will reset it. So if you need to do an oil change on a vehicle, you'd push this button and it'll reset it to the initial time. And so anyway, this time I'm going to let it count all the way down, and we'll see. And what we expect to happen is at the end of the cycle, it's a bit of a tricky thing here. So it's going to overrun. It'll show us the overrun time, and then LED number 2 will come on, which is the top beacon to show the operator that there's a situation that needs attention. And there it is. So you can see the overrun, LED 2 flashes. That chirp that you heard will happen again and again. This is not on the logic chart because it's too complicated to add it, but you'll get that. You'll get a half-second chirp every 5 minutes as a kind of a gentle reminder that something's amiss and needs attention. And of course, this will keep on flashing. And at any time that you push the reset switch, it'll just reset it to the beginning of the cycle again. So that is so what I'm going to do is show you this mode 2, or the second half of this mode. I'm going to permanently tie the machine switch closed. So now, if we go to switch 2, we're going to regulate the timing by the interruption of power. So now we're going to interrupt the power on and off. The machine switch, though, will stay closed for the entire cycle because I've tied it together. So here I'm going to interrupt the power. This is off camera, but trust me, I've unplugged it, and everything goes dead, of course. So we're right here on the chart. Everything's dead, holds the last, and actually nothing's happening. When I boot it up again, though, it'll give you the last time that it had. It's in memory. The buzzer will chirp, and it will continue the countdown. So let's do that. And there it is. And again, to reset the time, you simply push the front button, and it resets the cycle. And it will do that any number of times. So I'll just cut the power one more time, resume power. And by the way, off camera, you can see that there's a relay right here. Well, it's hooked up to a Christmas light at the moment. But the relay also responds to the cycle. And there's our soft, gentle warning And so what we're going to do is, actually, you know what we're going to do? We're going to cut power again and watch it resume the count up this time. And there it goes. And we'll reset it one last time. And so that's an overview of mode 9.